All right, guys. Well, let's get started. Today I saw an ad, um, and it was a pretty cool ad. And I always, if you're not looking in your feed for ads, then you should get used to it. Screen cap every ad that you find. At least that's what I do. I screen cap every fucking thing. If and I have it like all sorted out. Ads that I like, ads that I don't like, e-commerce ads, marketing ads, software ads, or whatever, right? Because you never know. Um, I don't know what you're going to be advertising from one time to the next. So I always like to have plenty of examples, right? So I saw this ad, and it is a video ad of this, and it was really cool. And it's basically just a wine filter, and you can see the ad here. It's first, I like how they show just people pouring wine, simple stuff, and then they give you a little bit of information here. Um, and they show how the wine production goes, and they're talking about sulfates. Now, here's an angle, and I want you to keep that in mind that they're not just saying come buy my cool wine filter and aerator, right? They're giving you an angle. Sulfates can give you a hangover. There's toxins in the wine. This is the reason why you need to buy this filter and aerator, right? Um, and that's kind of important is to have an angle as to why people should buy from you. People don't, I mean, they're not looking to buy this product. You're not online saying, "Hey, man, I need to buy a wine filter, wine aerator deal," right? But if you have an angle to why people should do business with you, there we go. Hey man, I just want to. Yesterday, yesterday I totally ignored you guys or whatever, right? All right. So, if you uh start a e-commerce product, then you want to make sure that you have an angle. Now, there was somebody earlier asking me in my group about how can they start their affiliate marketing, right? And affiliate marketing, if you start affiliate marketing, you start thinking about angles and how you should present a product to people. And you should think about that with your e-commerce as well, right? Always think about what angle can, and I have a video and I talk about the angles and the life force 8. There's 8 things that people just want to have to live every day. And you use one of those 8 angles in order to show, how to use your product or why they should use your product. So I dug deeper and I actually went to the store, right? And I took a look and I really liked the store, right? Because this store does one thing really good, and it just does this or those decanters, right? Um, and that's all he's doing. He's branded. He calls himself Ulo, which I looked up and finished. It just means, uh, uh, I think it's a male name. That's it. Like you are a boy, that type of thing. So I looked up the name. It doesn't mean anything or whatever, right? So he's showing exactly how it works. That you need to aerate or whatever. Um, and he talks about by the glass, how to aerate by the glass and not by the entire bottle, right? Or here's the bottle, and he sells the carafes or whatever, right? What I found interesting was that um, he has a where to buy here, and in this where to buy page, um, he shows that he can go to. I have to go back on my VPN. I had to go on my VPN in order to do this in the first place. But he shows where you can get it at Amazon, I think Best Buy, and a few places. So what is he doing when he runs this ad with this influencer? Because this was an influencer ad, right? So, well, he's getting pixel data right here, right? And he is asking for, on the other site, he was asking for and get a 10% discount. He doesn't really want to ship to people in the UK, so, and I'm in Europe, so, but he was asking for giving you a 10% discount if you give them your email. And I really liked that he was asking. I felt like he should have been a little bit more aggressive asking for the emails or whatever. But this is how you start a proper store. Now, I did further investigations and I went over to his Facebook page to check out what he was doing on Facebook. And the one thing I found interesting is here. He's out in events. He's not just relying on Facebook itself, uh, or those type of advertisements themselves to sell his product. He's on TV even here. He got some local press. I believe he's in Detroit or Michigan here on Fox, and he's got some local press talking about how not to get a hangover. And he's got his this wine purifier on the local news. Now, you'd have to talk to this dude to see how he pulled this off. But, man, the news needs stories too, right? And so he actually showed up on the news talking about how this wine could help you out. This wine filter can help you out. Pretty sure he sold a few that way. And another thing I noticed was that he was in Chicago's Ideas Week, right? So he's going outside of Facebook and the internet and going into the real world, and he's getting reviews right here on different places or whatever. He's trying to get people involved on his Facebook or whatever. Here's what I thought was interesting as well. So when I had a look at his store with our little nosy sniffer, he hasn't added a product in over a year, right? So he just added this Carif 11 days ago. This is on the UK store, right? So, but on his main store, it's been a year, right, since he launched products in 2016. He just did this UK store to make it available in the UK or whatever, right? So I found it really interesting on how he positioned himself online, getting the pixel data so he can find out exactly who his audience is, right? And so I immediately thought about my crew, my squad, my crew. I thought about you guys because this is the proper way you can do things to get data, right? So if you have something that's really cool in your store, but you're not really sure about who to target it with, right? You can always start with one of these big influencers because he's just going directly to his store, right? And that's why doesn't he go directly to Amazon then? Because he's getting that pixel data, right? So if you had something that was really cool, you could send it off with these guys here. I think they charge like $100 to $200 to send out these ads or like a nice video, but you'll see who's going to click through with this pixel data right here. And now you can make a lookalike audience, and you can also retarget people with other products. So I went further, right? But let me check this out or whatever. All right, cool. All right, so I took it a step further. And I says, well, how can we do this on our own? So obviously I went and found an aerator here on AliExpress for a couple bucks, right? But what he did was he branded himself. So you want to put that little name on there and have your own brand, right? But they're here, these little wine aerators to do it by the bottle. There's quite a few here for $7 or whatever. Here's one that looks really slick, right? That has a stand or whatever to go with it. So all you need to do is, you see this one comes with a box, is put your own brand on there, which is really important. And I teach this in my class, right? But this is a perfect example of how he's not just waiting for people on Amazon to buy his product, because he's on Amazon, he's in Best Buy, he's everywhere, but he's not waiting on that. He's proactive and he's going after it, right? So I really liked how he did that. And he's in different places. He's wearing his t-shirt and he branded one thing. You can't do that with a general Shopify store. It's just impossible for you to do that, right? What are you going to do? Wear a jewelry shirt one day, and the next day wear your dog necklace, and the day after that wear your cat headphones, your ear cat. It sucks, right? But if you have one product, right, And then you can kind of move around. So I went further, right? So I says, well, that would suck to have one product. Let me find what could you do to upsell once you had uh an audience or whatever. So I went to my little spy tool that I have here, and I saw this shirt which was really cool. I never earned a vineyard, but I'm pretty sure I've drunk one. 5,300 thumbs ups, 333 heart reactions, 928 comments, right? And well, there you go. It's $6,422 in ad spend. It's been running over the last 30 days. So obviously he's doing really good. But what I want you to do is see what country he's running in. That was really interesting to me, right? So he's running this to males in Italy of pretty much all ages here, right? And you can see what ads that he's running. So this will be interesting, right? So if this crowd right here likes this t-shirt, you could first of all knock this guy for his slogan, make a different design on the t-shirt, send it to your pixel data that you have going on right here, right? And now you have something else that you don't have to necessarily put on your store, but you could just make a one-page um, you could just make a one-page upsell, a one-page cart for this one product, right? And then what are you going to upsell them once they buy the t-shirt? Well, of course, you're going to let them come look at your little filter. That's it, right? And that's your upsell. So you can let them in on a $20 t-shirt, right? Because this is expensive. This is like 79 euros or something like that, or 79 bucks, right? So let's get them in on the t-shirt, which is really doing really well on my little spy tool. I almost want to sell this myself, right? So get them in on a $20 t-shirt and then upsell them. But you don't have to put that on your main store, right? That's not something you have to do. And you can still put your little ULO brand somewhere on this shirt, right? So that's what I was thinking when I looked at this whole breakdown. This is how an e-commerce should be done. You should have a brand. You should definitely do one thing really, really good. And I don't know if you guys know that or not, but nowadays it's what people want you to do is one thing really good, right? Which is why I don't like ClickFunnels, right? Just to give you a little perspective on this. Why don't I like ClickFunnels? Because ClickFunnels does a bunch of shit kind of mediocre. Why do I like this landing eye? Because all they are is a landing page builder, and they do the shit really good, right? And I have a shopping cart, which is right here, Thrive Cart. They do that one thing really good, right? So if you're going to do a store, then do this one thing really good. But what I don't like is if this is the only thing you sell and sales get slow, right? But you need little stuff like this little t-shirt, like little coffee mugs and stuff once you have that pixel data. So here's how, obviously he's running this. He's going everywhere, getting paying money for advertisement, right? And then he's getting this pixel data for everybody that comes to his store. Now he should be. If he's not, then he should be. I would be retargeting people that were interested in this wine filter and that came to my store but maybe didn't purchase. Well, fuck, maybe they'd like a t-shirt, or maybe they would like a less expensive version of that wine filter, right? Or maybe they want a discount. And then he was getting the emails. You can't do pop-ups when you're advertising on Facebook. So he did have a small little thing over here saying get 10% off if you give me your email or whatever. So he's collecting information. He's getting emails. He's getting pixel data, right? And he's using this wide targeting because these people have millions of people following him, right? But he's able to find out who these people are, get that pixel data, make an audience out of those people, and then make a lookalike audience, and then you're able to sell more stuff, right? So if you're interested in stealing this guy's idea, then go right over here to one wine aerator filter is what I ran on AliExpress. And then run it on Alibaba as well and see what kind of pricing you can get on Alibaba. Make yourself a cool little logo. Look how simple this shit is. ULO. I mean, it was just easy for him to do, right? It was cool. It was like hip or whatever, right? So make yourself a cool little name and don't think too hard on it, right? And then start selling shit, right? If anything, also remember that going outside of the country is what's working for people. People are not, and this, I love wine. Order here, done. That ad says nothing more than that, right? Order here. The shirt kind of says it all, right? So, and he's targeting Italy, right? So that's another lesson that you should learn when talking about e-commerce. And I noticed a lot of people making that mistake. And this is the second ad that I've looked at here in the last week where people weren't targeting the United States of America. They were targeting Europe, and they're targeting um, different places over here. They were targeting like Russia or something like that, like the Ukraine. They were targeting everywhere else that was cheaper. Like if you realize that people do now, this guy would not be running this ad this long, right? And getting this if he wasn't getting paid. So clearly this is working for him, right? So that's another thing you have to think about. So if you had a few takeaways from this, number one, go outside and get different promotions besides just looking at Facebook. It's really smart that you do that. That's number one. Number two is do one thing really, really good, right? Take this one thing, make one store with one product. He's got beautiful fucking product images here. He's got a nice name. Um, and he's doing this one thing really good. He only has a few products on his store. The next thing is make a funnel with it, right? Find something else that you can upsell just in case the people don't want to take that. Find a cheaper product and upsell them your other product. Even say, hey man, get the normal price on this is $79. Get 2 for 1 or something like that, right? Because we know they're only $7 a pop. So get 2 for 1 after you buy the t-shirt. And a bonus takeaway from this would be, hey man, Italy, Europe, you don't even have to put it in Italian. Just place the ad and see how many people like it, right? Run your test, and not it's your business isn't just going to be in the United States of America, Australia, Canada, or whatever. You need to look in France. You need to look in Italy. You need to look in Belgium and Germany and places like all these places have money. I mean, and clearly these people are making a ton of money on this ad, right? So those are the takeaways. Um, oh, cool, man. I'm glad, man. This shit, man. Uh, I can't chat to you guys and talk at the same time, but thanks for showing up, guys. I really like going live when I can. Um, and I saw this, and I do this kind of shit all day. I'm like a super geek. I find little stuff like this, and those are probably things, like I said, the little takeaways you can get from this. This is a perfect way to run a store. This is exactly. I have a course. Um, it's the Amazon course. I can't even think of the name of it right now. Right? It's like the Amazon FBA Masterclass or something. But anyways, all I talk about is doing this right here. This is the same way you could do this on Amazon, right? So you position yourself. You would definitely. He's taking this product and he's following exactly what I said do. He's taken this product and um he put he put it on Amazon. It's there. Let's see if he has it. He put it on Amazon, right? See, it says now available on Amazon.uk or whatever. And he's sending you over there to his Amazon store, right? But why is he doing that, right? Because now he has your pixel data. He knows you took a page view and you viewed his thing right here. But why is he doing this, right? Because he wants to push people to Amazon. Amazon is a trust factor, right? Why buy it here? Oh, if I can get it on Amazon. And he's kind of like answer an objection right away. Well, can I find it on Amazon? Yeah, it's on Amazon already. Yeah, you can go over there and buy it. Right? So, people are going to do some Googling first, just like I did, to try to find another product. But why couldn't I find this product, right? Because he got a brand on it. So you're not going to, you can go on Amazon and look for an aerator, right? But you're not going to find his aerator. And you're probably not going to find it done as well as he did it, right? He's really breaking it down, showing videos here. He's on YouTube. He's probably on eBay. He's doing a really good job with this, guys. So if you did get something to take away from that, and you can, steal this idea, why not? It's doing really well. I actually have a wine niche T-shirt and a little store as well. This is kind of like where I started with my e-commerce thing. It does really well, but I never thought about doing this. I never thought about taking the product physically, making a video with it, putting it with an influencer, and then collecting the pixel data. That's really smart, right? And so I thought, I mean, I just found this out today, so I thought I would tell you guys about it. And I'm glad you guys are on the stream. Um, okay, I see John's on the stream. John, what's up, man? So I'm glad you guys came. Now, if you have any questions, I guess I can sit here for a minute and answer some questions if you uh oh, what app am I using for the analytics? Okay, so this was like a little thing called adsvisor .net, and then I also have this um this was just like a little thing that looks at ads on it's a little Snoop thing or whatever. It's called adsvisor. I'll show it to you guys, and you can find analytics. And then also, what I did here was this little thing here is called the Commerce Inspector, and it's a free fucking Chrome extension or whatever. But the actual store, like if you get the like $49 a month thing, actually shows how much money they're making. Like some shit that blew my mind was looking at, what was the name of that store we looked at? Oh shit, man. It was amazing. They were making more than fucking Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner had made like $420,000 that week. And then their store made like $2 million that week. So Fashion Nova. Oh my God. It was amazing. And so if you buy the little monthly or whatever, they tell you what products are. This is a really good sniffer tool, man. This is gonna tell you their like if you click the bestseller, it'll go here and show you their best sellers on any other store as well. If you pay the money, paying for these spy tools is definitely cool because it'll show you. It will just go to Commerce Inspector, man. I'm not gonna do the whole like like affiliate thing because I don't care. But go to that Commerce Inspector, and this is Adsvisor. It's just a little tool that I have that I purchased, Adsvisor 2.0, and I wanted to find any wine ads or whatever, and I just happened to run across. Saw this one, was like, oh shit, this one is working or whatever. So yeah, you can just a spy tool is always good to find out what's working, and I just happen to see that this is what's working now. So that was cool. So you definitely want to pay for spy tools. I think I paid like $67 for this. It also has ones for natives ads, and then you can go look at Instagram ads, video ads. It's not the best tool. It's kind of like they got some old ads. It's just an ads database, and so what they did is they just have a bunch of people putting new ads in the database, and you just kind of wait to see if you can find some cool shit. And it just happened that I just did. So there's a lot better tools than this, but that's what I'm using. What's up, Kadira? I'm glad you guys are showing up or whatever. That's cool. I kind of like doing the whole like live thing. It's really cool. If you guys have any more questions, just ask me. Because other than that, I'm gonna take off. Kadira, you're supposed to be. I think we're gonna do like a little coaching call or something like that. So just hit me up. We got to talk, man. So unless you guys have any more questions, this is awesome. Look at all it. And this was like this was 1 hour ago that this went up, and it already had like 3,200 comments. I mean, if we probably refresh the page, it's gonna be way more now. But yeah, 4,300 comments, 800 and what is this? 849,000 views now. I mean, this is crazy. and this isn't even boosted. This isn't even sponsored. This is just him showing him his regular people, whatever. So he's got a lot of comments. He's got a lot of shares here. He's probably selling a lot of these right now. So, anyways, guys, this should give you a good idea of how to run your e-commerce store. Just a really quick breakdown of what you can find. You could even knock this guy off, man. Here's what you do really quickly before I take off. Let me see here. What's up, man? Hustle Playbook says, Sonny, please start your own hair salon. Yours is lit. Oh, talking about my afro. Cool shit. All right, so um, where the fuck was I? Oh, okay, so yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Hair salon, like what? All right, so um, if he, what was I gonna talk about? I was copying this dude, right? So if you wanted to copy this dude, um, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you, man? But go. I mean, to be honest with you, one thing I noticed is film this. So what I would do if I were you right now is I would film one of these cheapy ones as his competition. Give yourself a really quick name from like Fiverr or some shit like that, and have it, just to have a little box that you've purchased. And I would run an ad with these same people. I mean, this the whole like Russell Brunson's funnel hacker thing, right? So why wouldn't you, right? Look at their video. Like I downloaded their fucking video. You can see right here that I downloaded their fucking video. I downloaded their video, and I can make this fucking video in 5 minutes once you have the product, right? Show it pouring or whatever, and then find out what these people are charging to run ads. I mean, why wouldn't you? They've got 18 million people in their audience, right? And if it's working for this guy, it's going to work for you, right? So why not? Or maybe you find something else wine related. But obviously, he's getting a lot of likes and comments. And kitchen gadgets do really well on e-commerce, right? So I'm not even like an e-commerce dude, but yeah. Advisor and the e-commerce no, it's called Commerce. Let me see here. Where is it at? Kadir, you need to stop fucking around. You know what you need to be doing, man. We already talked about this. Commerce Inspector. So yeah. Commerce Inspector. That's what it's called. Inspector. All right, so what's the question here? He says, "Is this how to find an offer or a bribe to get them in your sales funnel?" Um, I'm I'm hoping that yeah. Let's see here, and the other one is Adsvisor. Kadira, hold on, Adsvisor 2.0. All right. Um, what would I do here if okay to get them in your funnel a bribe, right? I think this is the filters, right? But if you were to get the actual like Ulo thing, the wine purifier, he's calling it, right? But it's an aerator. He's charging $79.90. So that's $80, right? He's charging the same thing in US dollars. Okay. I think that's a bit much to start with, right? So, like I said, what I would do is I would totally do a free plus shipping T-shirt, right? Right. I would either, I'll tell you, I would do one or two things, right? So, first thing you need to realize is that you're going to pay for leads. So let's just get that out of your head. Either you're going to pay for it with your time, and like the other day, Michael Kohler, he has a YouTube channel here, and he was talking about how he totally started an e-commerce store for free. And what he did was he went to Instagram, found a bunch of influencers, and pretty much just begged them to, hey man, let me get on your platform. Let me advertise my shit on your Instagram. Give me a shout out on your Instagram, and I'll give you 10 or 20% of my sales, total sales, right? So many people said yes. They ran traffic, and he made money like within the first couple of days of all the people that he contacted, right? Really good strategy, right? I was really surprised at that. That's what this old growth hacking shit is about nowadays. Like cold emailing people, offering them a little bit of money and seeing if they'll do something without having any money to pay them up front. But I personally think that this would be too much money to start with, right? So you start off with an Instagram thing or whatever, and then come here and find something you can give away, because you're going to pay for leads one way or another, right? So maybe you don't give away your signature product. Maybe your signature product is something else, but you find this little dollar aerator to give away for free plus shipping, right? So I honestly, to get them in a funnel, This is $1.91, right? With free shipping already. So I honestly would say get this totally free. Just pay $2.99 for your shipping. That's what I would do to get them in a funnel, right? And then I would upsell them because if they already like this, they're into wine, right? And then I would upsell them the t-shirt for 20 something 99. And then my second upsell would be this, right? My main product. This my core product is 79 bucks, man. So you don't want to just smack them in the face right away, dude, right? So honestly, if I were to do this, like if you want to know how I would approach this, how you get them in your funnel, all the information about this soul fights and everything is a really good blog post, isn't it? So I would write it myself, and I wouldn't talk about my product at all. I would just run a blog post or a video, period, talking about soul fights and why they're fucked up for you and how you should blah blah blah, right? And then everybody that read that article, read that blog post or whatever, got in contact and started liking my page or whatever, I would retarget them with the cheap shit. And that's how I would go about doing that, right? And then escalate my funnel from there. I definitely would not send them to an entire store. I would send them to a product page, right? So if this was me and I was just going to sell this right here, they would be coming to this page directly. They would not go to an entire store. It's ridiculous, right? So, right. Okay, so here's what's all right. This lifestyle branding, cool, dude. All right, so you don't have a traffic problem, right? No one has a traffic problem, right? You do have a traffic problem if you have an offer problem, exactly, right? So you need to make whoever your avatar is. If you haven't done your research on who your avatar is, then you need to make them. You need to find out what it is that they really want, right? So you need to ask them what the fuck they want. It's just real. It's real simple. And then you need to create an offer, right? It's really hard, man. The hardest thing in the world for people to do is to say yes, right? Here's how it goes, right? Okay, so I see this carrot, right, and I like it, and I'll add it to my cart, and then I'm gonna say no, right? I'll leave it right here in this fucking cart, man. I'm telling you, right? So you have to make it irresistible, right? And before you um try to make love to this girl the first time you meet her, before you try to go, kissing her, sticking your tongue down her throat, as soon as you meet her, man, why don't you shake her hand first? And so that's like the biggest thing I can tell you, right? Your offer, you're probably doing whatever you're doing too fast, right? You're busting the nuts super quick, right? Stop that. Slow down, man. So again, a blog post offering lots of information, and nobody wants to hear that, right? Nobody wants to hear that, but trust me, it works. And you're gonna pay for the leads now. Here's the most amazing thing that I find out about people online. It kind of trips me out. You fuck off a bunch of money on ads trying to go direct advertising like 100, 200 bucks or even 1,000, right? But then when you say, well, hey, man, stop doing that and start paying for your data, and you guys act like it's the weirdest thing to you. Don't do that, right? And it's not your fault because everybody's advertising like that. Everybody's saying, oh, shit, this is how you just advertise product. Nobody's going to Facebook looking to buy your shit, right? And so you need to first find out who your audience is and offer them something of value first. Say, hey, listen, man, why do you suffer from migraines or do you suffer from hangovers? Here's what the problem could be, right? Put up a blog post, 10 things you didn't know about hangovers. Boom, done. Start that first, get that pixel data, find out who's fucking with your ad. Then here's the next thing, right? Then just run a video again. Run a video of this. But not this guy and his product, right? But of somebody else talking about hangovers on Good Morning America or something. Something interesting, right? About wine. Special winery or vineyards or something. Run something interesting that doesn't belong to you, that's not selling a product that could be interesting to them. So first run the blog post, then run the video. See who watched the video for more than 50 seconds or 3 minutes or whatever, and then come with your offer, dude. And that's probably what exactly. He's like, you're right, I need to slow down. Okay, so he wants to study financial e-commerce systems. Please suggest a book. No problem, bro. And what I'm telling you is good money, dog. No bullshit. No problem, bro. A book on e-commerce, dude. There's not, to be honest with you, there's like not really a book on e-commerce. But John is on the stream, or go join my join my group and ask John for a book, and he's the guy that's gonna give you a book, man. If there's a guy on a book on financial e-commerce, it's that guy, right? Um, that's another thing I wanted to talk about, man. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on the stream, because otherwise I would have just been gone already. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about really quickly, and it's going to kind of run into tomorrow's video, but you're not going to do this alone. You know that, right? I want to talk to you guys about that really quickly. If you're, I don't know, raise your hand if you're online to make $200 a month or something like that, right? Raise your hand. If all you want to do is make $200 a month, then raise your hand, right? I know Kadira, she says she wants to make like 500 a month, right? Yeah, there he is. John, um, recommend a book. Yeah, look at that. You guys see me like correcting myself, right? Don't fucking. All right, so cool, man. Thanks a lot for that shout out, right? The FBA master course is awesome. Check it out. Um, well, there you go, man. I appreciate the shout out, because this is exactly what I teach in my FBA master course, right? So that's the one thing I was talking about. And don't buy my shit. I'm not saying for you to buy my shit. I appreciate that shout out, but that's not what I'm talking about either. You need help though. You definitely need to. If all you're trying to do is make a couple $100, a month, then cool. Then you probably can pull that off on your own, right? $500 a month. That's not a problem, right? But when you're ready to scale up and you're ready to really do millions of dollars, like the man bun dude, he's doing like $2 million a month or some shit. When you're trying to get to that level, then you're gonna need help, dude. You're gonna need to talk to somebody, man. This one guy's like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing." You gotta buy a course. You're gonna have to get a mentor. You're gonna have to get a coach. You're gonna have to do something, man. So, just like this little bitty, um, just this little bitty class right here, right? This little class right here, right now, is you reaching out to someone else to get some help. You're not going to make it on your own. You're definitely going to need somebody to talk to and get some help from. So don't think that YouTube University is going to be it for you. It's like this guy's like, "Oh, I need a book. Can you recommend a book?" You need to go invest in yourself, dude. Don't be as scared to, especially like, and now I will push my course. My course is like $79, right? By the way, all my courses are going double here in the next couple of months. If you haven't, actually, with the next, not the couple of months, the next couple of weeks, all my courses are going double. So you better get on it, right? So, right, see, 400 a month. If that's all you're trying to get, then that's one thing. But if you're trying to get more than 400 a month, you're definitely going to need to get some help. Guy wondering why his ads weren't working for affiliate marketing, right? Well, that's one of the hardest things to do is affiliate marketing. So anyway, so guys, you guys have an idea with this wine aerator. If you want to just rip this guy off, again, how I would do this, I would hurry up and try to. I mean, what's working. You know that the people in this audience are resonating with this little kitchen gadget, right? I would find something else similar. Now, find a salad chopper or something really slick. Name it chopping block or some crazy. Remember they had the chopper, right? Name it something crazy like that. Do a video with it and do the same thing. And then again, find little upsells, little things you can give away for free. Free is huge, guys. It's huge. You're gonna pay for leads anyways. You're gonna pay $7 or $8. You've been running e-commerce leads, right? So you're gonna pay $7 or $8 or $10 a lead anyways. Why not give them this little $2 wine pour for free? They just need to pay for their shipping. Everything you paid to get it to you, and then you to get it to them, right? Which would probably be about $2 or $3. Charge them that $2 or $3. Maybe make $1 or $2 on each one. It doesn't matter. If you can try to, the self-liquidating part of it is the upsell, right? You'll be interested in this T-shirt. Get this T-shirt 50% off, right now. And if it's normally, you say normally it's $34, I'll give it to you today for $17.99 or some shit like that. Just be creative with your shit, right? Another thing I can tell you, right, really quickly to everybody out here, right? That 300, hey, that 300 a month, that 300 a month is irritating, dude. It's like, fuck, can I just get past that part? Like making like for me, it's past that, right? I'm in the thousands a month now, right? So it's like, can I get past this? 10,000 a month. I'm ready to do 100,000 a month, right? So it's always something. So we're in the same boat. Just I'm just in a bigger one. All right. So, but anyways, what I was saying here is you're gonna pay for your leads, and you need to at least think about getting people into your funnel like that. And free is a really powerful word, right? So definitely think about what you're going to do to give away. People discount, I don't know why, discount the word free and getting in. Definitely think about what I'm telling you. Steal this guy's shit. I don't care, man. Steal it. Why not? You need to be passionate about your niche. Yeah, fuck that. Just get at it, right? All right, guys. So I think that's it. I think I'm a coffee break y'all's asses. I've been up for 40 minutes already? Jesus Christ. All right. I think I'm a coffee break y'all's asses right now.